Hey you, you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the Hirschholm border, right? Walked right into that ski patrol ambush, same as me, and that snowman over there. Something about stealing a board and making it halfway to Waldhall or getting chased down a white run. Look, it's not important. Point is, you're here now, and let me tell you, here's a good place to be, man. Because this place is crazy. Welcome to Dornburg. It's been over 4 years since Grand Mountain Adventure launched on the App Store, and we're finally onto the alpha for Grand Mountain Adventure 2. Before GTA 6, if you can believe it. So I figured that in this video, we could explore some of the new and exciting features you can expect to see in the sequel to Grand Mountain Adventure. Let's take a look. One of the first new challenge types you'll see is right next to spawn. This new type of race gives the player a substantial boost in speed for its duration. It does seem to eventually fall off over time, but I'm hoping it gets increased later to last for more of the run. I think that cruising down the slopes at breakneck speeds is a really fun idea, and we're constantly seeing tweaks as the alpha gets further developed. Moving on from that, you may have noticed that I'm using the front-facing camera angle in my gameplay. This is currently the only camera angle available in the game. Now, I'm a die-hard backwards-facing camera user, so I'm not too crazy about this change, but the devs have made some cool features based around it, such as these more spread-out ring challenges that take advantage of the new perspective, allowing you to see further down the slope. Another new trial that's been added into the game is the expiring trial. This trial works a lot like a normal time trial, but in reverse. The goal here is to complete the run before the timer runs out with as much extra time on the clock as possible. Time can be added to the clock by collecting clock icons which are spread across the course. I should also mention that the larger clock icons give more time than the smaller ones. This new type of trick challenge tasks the player with achieving a certain number of flips instead of just getting points. I think this is a cool idea, and I wonder what other moves a player might be tasked with in future challenges. There has been some new tricks added, such as corks, presses, and flip spins, and I've even heard about some kind of double jump. One of my favorite new additions to the game are the 2D rail challenges. These trials keep the player on a set course as they bounce from rail to rail down the slopes. They're much less traditionally difficult to complete than a standard rail challenge, as the balancing aspect is no longer a factor here, but I think they just look so cool and they're a lot of fun to go down. In terms of the game's graphics, Grand Mountain Adventure 2 shares many of the same benefits that Wonderlands received with the new game engine. Plus, it also has some additional improvements. Finally, let's talk about the parachute challenge. People have wanted parachutes or wingsuits in this game for so long, and it's finally here, guys. I think this opens up so many creative challenge opportunities, and I'm so excited to see what gets done with these challenges. At the moment, the parachute controls are a little bit difficult to maneuver, but I think this is something that will be adjusted over time in the alpha, so I'm not too concerned about it. Opening up the backpack, we can see one of the biggest new additions to the game. Different gear now has different stats. I really like the level of player customization that's been implemented here, with all of the different items that the player can equip. These items can be purchased with Top Luvas, the new in-game currency that can be got by collecting ski passes and doing things around the mountain. At the moment, the gear options feel a little bit bland to me. I hope that we'll see some more fun and creative things like the Penguin or Stickman from GMA 1, as well as the standard gear choices. I'd love to see some baguette skis, some kind of Yeti or snowman costume, or boxing gloves as ski poles for knocking down skiers. Maybe you could even complete a certain task to get this gear, like getting all the double diamonds on a map, so it feels a bit more rewarding. But that brings me to my biggest concern, which is that with having stats, now you need to be careful that things don't become unbalanced. In my opinion, even the worst items should still feel fun to play with, and if the stats make doing something basic like rotating in the air feel ridiculously slow, then you're not going to be having a good time. Remember, you need to want to play the game to go and get those top UVAs before you can upgrade your gear. I don't have a good grasp on the effects of each stat category and what they impact, and by how much at this time, but it's something I'll be keeping an eye on going forward. The other new addition we got here was this useful medals page that helps you track your progress on the mountain. There's also new lift types, the ability to manually spawn in NPCs, new park features, swings, bridges, and even zip lines. All of this was just a small taste of the alpha. There is so much more to be excited about, and I can't wait to see how things continue to develop with Grand Mountain Adventure 2. Thanks for watching.